Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Salma Hanifa. I'm a non-native English speaker. And growing up, the biggest and probably the only reason why I wanted to learn English was because I wanted to understand Taylor Swift songs without a translation tool, actually. So I work hard for that. I practice a lot since then. And I remember in 2014 when the original version of 1989 album of her came out, it was the first time that I was actually be able to understand her lyrics. That was really special for me. It was like a new, different, magical way of listening to her music when you actually fully understand the lyrics. So I felt extremely happy when I listened to her previous songs that I used to not understand about, and I get to relieve the excitement all over again since I do understand it now. So that's what makes me feel the urge to learn English. So why should we all learn languages, especially English? Let me tell you. English is one of the most widely spoken languages. It is the language you'll be able to use most widely as it's spoken in more countries than any other language. Did you know that 55% of the world's web pages are written in English? Knowledge of English, therefore, allows you to tap into far more of the world's intellectual resources. If you learn English, you won't just have access to a greater proportion of the vast amount of knowledge available on the web, you will be able to educate yourself still further by being able to read like scientific books and papers. So you may find yourself needing to attend like conferences as part of your chosen career. So learning English now will be enormous benefit to you in years to come. Not only will you be able to understand the talk, but you will get a lot more out of the networking opportunities that come with such events if you can talk effectively in English. You never know, right? And if you learn English, you will be able to enjoy works by some of the world's most famous writers in the language in which they were intended to be read or heard. The works of Shakespeare and many, many more will take on a new meaning when you're able to speak English. Translation rarely does a writer true justice, they said. So the only way to appreciate a classic literary work properly is to read it in its original language. Even better, through doing so, you will deepen your knowledge of English by enriching it with new words, like the words that I found on Taylor Swift songs such as ricochet, nonchalant, novelty, pedigree, meme, covert, altruism, rivalry, crimson clover, and the sentence structures as well. In total, around 1.5 billion people speak English worldwide, and another billion are in the process of learning it. So will you make this number even bigger by learning it yourself? I appreciate you for listening. Thank you to all the team from Telkom University that making this wonderful competition happen. Enjoy the rest of your day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.